So just for clarity, let's quickly look at these four imaginary functions I drew. We have on the left-hand side, these are all going to be our set A, and this on the right is going to be our set B. So let's look at these. Which of these are going to be functions? Well, let's start with the first one. The first one up here, every single element in A only has one arrow. So we meet this criteria well. And then the second thing we notice is every single element in A has an arrow. So yes, this is in fact a function. What about this one? Well, this one we notice that every element in A does in fact go to B, so we meet the blue criteria very well. However, we do not meet the red criteria because notice this element here has two elements in B that it goes to. It goes to this one and this one. So this is not a function because it breaks this rule here. Next, let's have a look at this one. This one is not a function because we notice that although every A element only has one element B that it connects to, not every element in A connects to B. So we break the blue in this case. Finally, let's have a look at this bottom one. In this bottom one, we notice, okay, every A does in fact have one arrow coming out of it, so it meets this red criteria very well. And we notice that every element in A has an arrow, so we meet the blue criteria. However, we notice that they're converging. There's two arrows here and there's two arrows here. Well, we don't care about that in our definition of a function. This is still going to be a function. We only care about really the left-hand side here. That's all we're really checking. We don't care where it goes on the right-hand side just yet because we haven't introduced any other criteria a function can be a part of. So this is in fact going to be a better way for you to see if something is a function or not. Yes, no, no, yes. Breaks the red, breaks the blue. Of course, something can break both a red and a blue, right? If I were to erase this line here, this would break both the red and the blue statements because you have one element going to 2 in the B, and you have one element that doesn't have a pair in B. So this would break both.